When getting ready to analyze a property, to write up an offer, or to take a listing, what I usually like to do is print up a copy of the tax report. So to get there, just simply click on the MLS number of the specific property. And if you scroll down here, there's a tax and assessments area where I simply click on the PIN number. Once you click on the PIN number, you will get what they call a brief tax report here that shows some of the information, and it's pretty much all of it, but I usually like to take this one extra step where it says Launch Realist. If I click on there, it'll launch into the back end of the Realist system here, and then I'll have the full report here. And a couple things that I want to look out for here is I can see that this is the owner's name, but what this will tell me is this is the name that's on the tax bill. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom and I look at the last market and sales history, I can see that in this case the buyer's name is right here and that owner name is not correct. So it's just something that I might want to bring up to an attorney to just kind of mention that the name is not correct, potentially on a tax bill. Shouldn't be a big deal. I can also see the mortgage history of the property and if it's been in foreclosure. Additionally, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, I can actually see the lot lines for a property, which this is very useful when you're trying to either take a listing and write that information out properly or filling out a purchase contract. I can also see the listing information. There's a estimated value here, which I don't really do a whole lot with. But I can see the different facts of the property, and if it was listed on the MLS, it will show that if there's a difference in the MLS versus the tax records, it'll say like MLS 3 here, whereas the tax records didn't have a number on this particular value. I can see the recent tax amount for the real estate taxes here. So this is important because I'm looking for any big jumps or any issues that I might be able to bring to a buyer or a seller ahead of time. I can also see the tax exemption. So I want to make sure if the person has lived there that they have the homeowners or homestead exemption for their specific property. Now, if I want to print this out or save this, I can simply come down here and I can click on, I hit Save Quick, and that will allow me to save this as a PDF. And anytime you download from the MLS a PDF, it seems to open directly. So what I'll notice is that this one says Realist report here, and I will have this whole document that's a PDF. Now I can either choose to print it from here or just close it, but I always, when I'm going on a listing, I always make sure I print it, or when I'm getting rid of a purchase contract, I always want to make sure that I have that with me to make sure that I can compare any information that might be on a listing sheet versus the tax records. So that's just one example of how to get the actual tax report and how to use it.